and time now to check in with our friends from Big House Gym and Nutrition. Of course, Coach Scott joining us as he always does, and Coach Ryan in the house today, in the Big House here today. And this is perfect timing for you guys because, you know, with this lockdown that a lot of people are having, people are staying hunkered down in their homes. There are some concerns that people are not going to be eating the way they're supposed to eat. You know, our family is included, and recently went out and said, oh, well, maybe I'll get some protein powder or something and incorporate that into our meal structures. But I really have no idea what I'm doing with this, and that's why I'm glad you guys are here, because you're going to talk a little bit about that, right, Scott?
Absolutely. And so that's very common, Lou. So I'm sure you're not the only one out there that doesn't necessarily even have a baseline to start, especially with everything, you know, slowing down. We have a lot of time to ourselves. Now would be a good time to actually educate ourselves, and not only one, with the amount of protein we should have, taking into consideration our lifestyle outside of the in particular situation that we're in. That way it's a smooth transition when we do hit the ground running again as a community. We have these things hashed out. So I encourage everyone, and we've had a very good influx of people either calling in or setting up by appointment to hop on our InBody scale, and then having that conversation as far as figuring out, you know, what indicators we do need to pay attention to, how to address that, and how our nutrition plan looks in regards to, you know, the day-to-day, and that's going to be different from everybody. So there's no cookie cutter way of doing this. So, you know, setting up by appointment, that way we can make sure everything is clean. You know, we're not overly packed. That way we have plenty of time to sit down, address needs, and figure out where we could be the best resource.
All right, now, Coach Ryan, I'm going to ask you about this too. There's so many different choices that are out there when it comes to what you see: the protein powder, the whey powder. You have this kind of powder. What type of powder and what type of protein or meal supplement are you guys suggesting that people might want to take a look at?
Something that's a whole product, something that's unchanged, has a few ingredients as possible, and something that's clean, good, healthy for your body. Few preservatives, few colorings, few flavorings, that sort of thing. If you guys come into Big House Gym, we have a lot of different options for you. Come check that out.
Yeah, so a lot of the products, such as like our MRE Light, we have a conscience at the end of the day. So I'm only going to be, you know, suggesting products that are either whole food based. You know, it's going to be it's metabolized much differently than whole food. So obviously it's a good, better, best situation. Obviously, I encourage people to get these nutrients through whole food from the grocery store, and you know, that off chance that you need to take a step back and supplement for it, we do have options that resemble that. So it's not the man-made, you know, filler-filled type products. You're going to get nothing but quality here. At the end of the day, I have a conscience, so I'm not going to sell you anything that's going to be detrimental to, one, your health, or not, you know, provide the effects that we're looking for.
So when we're talking the nutrition portion of your business, that we're talking about educating people about the foods that they can go and purchase and consume, but then if they want to supplement them, that is an additional thing that they can probably just do on their own. So you're not really forcing them to get the supplements. You want them to be as healthy as they can be, correct?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, how long of a program do you usually set up with people? Is it a couple of months ahead of time? Is it a couple of weeks ahead of time? How does that work?
In regards to being a resource, I look at it as a lifelong, you know, resource in your corner. Whether I'm meeting with you on a weekly basis or on the day-to-day, we're always going to be there for you. So we initially set up with a nutrition consultation, and I want to roll out to the listeners. I'm going to be actually sending you home with a goodie bag, including vitamins and some supplementation options that are going to be common during a time like this, especially with people with autoimmune disorders, or for the general public itself. So we'll set you up with like a week worth of vitamins, and that's going to be completely free. So there's no obligation with that. I'm going to, you know, it's obviously limited supply, but the next couple consultations that we set up, they're complimentary. We'll take care and we'll address the needs, make sure you're educated. But then making sure, you know, you give yourself enough time to succeed. So obviously this is a good educational piece for everybody. But, you know, it's taken us years to get to a certain point. We have new struggles and issues that are being presented to our community, so we need to address that accordingly. So the typical nutrition plan lasts anywhere, or nutrition person that I see typically lasts anywhere between 3 to 12 months.
Okay, and just get you on the right track, which is a great idea. Now, if they want to sit down and talk with you, what is the best way to take advantage of what you just offered right now? What's the easiest way?
Yeah, either by telephone. Our staffed hours are going to be posted. Otherwise, typically it's at least 10 to 5, if not 10 to 7 throughout the week. Giving us a call or shooting us an email at bighousetraining@gmail.com. That way, like I said, we have plenty of time to make sure that we can sanitize our machines and we have plenty of time to sit down and thoroughly address those needs rather than the in and out that you'll find at most other nutrition or supplement shops.
All right, Coach Ryan, I'm going to ask you a little bit about people trying to stay active in this time when people are, as we mentioned, slowing down, and you want to just keep your, your resistance built up. What do you suggest?
Well, hey, Lou, as you know, I'm the owner of Strive Personal Fitness. You can follow me on social media, Instagram and Facebook. A couple of basic things to keep in mind is that fitness and exercise doesn't have to be perfect all the time. Sometimes you need activity. You just need to get up and move. Get out of the couch, get off the couch, do 50 body weight squats, get out with your computer, hit some push-ups, do that sort of thing, and maybe to keep track of how much resistance you do out the day. Push-ups, how many squats. That's one easy way to do it. There is online coaching platforms. You can check out Strive Personal Fitness online coaching platform to keep you connected, to keep you accountable, to keep you moving forward. You can also create a small exercise group with your friends. For example, you could get together and say, hey, we're going to do 500 jumping jacks a day, and you get together with your friends and you can check in and make a small group and accountability. Make sure you stay 6 feet apart, but even if you create a small fitness group, you guys could do these in your own areas. Practice social distancing. You could do your, let's say, 500 jumping jacks a day. Check in with your friends. You guys can all do that. Keep you accountable. Set goals throughout the week. These sort of things.
All right. You can probably even Zoom
about
each other, too. You can probably go get on Zoom or Skype and just do jumping jacks for your friends back and forth and see who can do it.
Absolutely. I do the same exact thing with my brothers, so to speak. So
that's what I love about Ryan. He definitely impresses me with the accountability. So, these things that he has discussed, you don't necessarily need to be in the same room. You can be checking in, over the phone or through the Skype meetings. And he's doing his consultations the same way. So you still have that one-on-one type of environment or atmosphere. But obviously, we're respecting the situation at hand.
Yeah, social distancing, one-on-one, experience there with both organizations. People want to get more info here, Coach Scott. Easiest thing, BigHouseGym.com.
Yep, so you got BigHouseGym.com. Shoot me an email, give us a call, or stop on in. Again, we're at 640 South 50th Street out here in West Des Moines, Suite 1140. I'll be waiting for you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Coach Ryan. We appreciate your time this morning.
thank you, sir. Have a great day.